I want to congratulate you for coming together at this extraordinary conference in Addis of Women in Parliament. You have made history. You have broken through glass ceilings. You have changed the world. And I, for one, long for the day when we have equality in women's representation from every form of local government to the highest forms of government in every country in the world. In the last few months, I've been in Pakistan, where I've seen discrimination against girls, the sort of discrimination that led to the attack on Malala a few years ago. I've been in Nigeria, where 200 and more girls have been abducted by Boko Haram simply because they believe it is sinful for girls to have education. I have been in other countries in the world, from Afghanistan to Iraq to Syria and to many parts of Africa, where there is child labor affecting girls, child slavery, child trafficking, and early forced marriage, which is an affront to the dignity of every girl. And I want us to recognize that there is a civil rights struggle underway that we must support. There is a liberation movement that has to be backed by us, of girls demanding their rights in education for the first time in history. There is a freedom fight on in almost every country that we have talked about, where girls are demanding for the first time that they have rights that have been denied for centuries. And I want us to recognize that the best way to end child marriage and to end child labor and to end child trafficking and to stop discrimination against girls is to make sure that every single girl in the world has their right to universal education, and we make that happen in this generation and make it the first where every single girl has the right to go to school. And as part of that, we have launched Up for School, a worldwide petition aiming to get dozens of millions of signatures of people all over the world to send a message to legislators in every country and to the United Nations that education cannot wait. In conflict zones, girls as well as boys must have the right to education. In countries which are denying basic rights to education, they must change immediately. And so I'm urging this conference here today, help us deliver the signatures that are necessary to persuade government leaders and world leaders to take the universal right to girls' education seriously. And please help us by persuading 1 million people in the countries that you represent to sign the petition Up for School. And let us make sure that every girl has the basic right denied for too long to education.